I'm very excited to be welcoming you to hear about the experience of one group of young people from Britain and another from Pakistan who've been involved in an exchange with the off-screen expedition.
I have been quite moved by how this experience has affected the students, and I am really looking forward to hearing their speeches. They've shown me the drafts, but I know they've put a lot of hard work into this. So if I can welcome Kyle to the front to tell you about his experiences over the past 2 weeks.
Before the trip, I wouldn't say I was an ignorant person, because I'm an open-minded kind of guy, but I knew that the country wasn't just filled with violence, because although there's anger, there always would be happiness. But it is hard to find out about this when all that is portrayed is terrorism and religious extremism. And to some extent, you can't blame the newspapers, because headlines like "Extremist Suicide Bomber Kills 50 in Pakistan" sells. However, I don't believe this is a valid reason for them depicting a country filled with anger and hate when it really isn't. Islam isn't an extremist religion, and it's a shame that the media is giving so much coverage to terrorists, which is making Islam seem that way.
For one aspect of my expedition, which sums up my whole experience of Pakistan, was the social action projects. It was impressive to see how committed the active citizens were to these projects, which they set up through the British Council in Pakistan. They had such little resources, but they were achieving a great deal, and effectively they changed people's lives for the better, especially for the street children. So therefore, my pledge is to raise awareness about Pakistan and how young people are going to construct their own social action projects to make Pakistan a better place.
Before the trip, I didn't assume anything of the past, but after I realised that my ancestors' families have come and gone from Pakistan without realising that I've not looked into it, and people would never ever look into it, which is quite shameful. I think one problem would be that education is a big factor in this, and I think everyone deserves a good education.
My view of Pakistan has changed because, I know the reality, and the media perception of it is all doom and gloom and terrorism, but at the end of the day, people in Pakistan, they just want to move on. They want to forget about what's happened in the past. As a person, it's changed me because I've now know to when someone tells me something about a place or individual or a country, not to accept those views and to challenge them and to research about them and to find out the true reality. Because about Pakistan, that was the case for me. I found out a culture and traditions that I didn't even know existed, and I'm so thankful for that from the bottom of my heart.
For me, my realization has been personal. My interpretation of community and happiness is unique for me, and differ probably to many other people, even in this room. I don't feel like I have the right to tell people what happiness should be. It's different for every person, and for them to realize uniquely and apply it to their own life. But as for looking for deeper meaning in everything, as Pakistan has shown me, it is something I'll be sharing with as many ears that wish to listen. Thank you.
Everyone can have an influence or an input into the way society is at the moment. And I think that I'd probably go and research on different youth centres or youth clubs and just go out and just try to make sure that these kids are getting the life that they do need, because at the end of the day, the kids are the future.
I think this is a journey that is once in a lifetime, and I was able to experience it, and it's a shame that not everyone else could be here.
Even though I feel like we've kind of seen Pakistan, I don't think for a minute that we've seen the majority of Pakistan or what all that Pakistan has to offer. Even kind of my final opinion isn't really a final opinion, because I've only seen Pakistan for a short time. To judge a huge country in 12 days would be silly, so I really want to come back and explore it some more.
On the whole, I'm going to be giving presentations and assemblies at local schools and primary schools, secondary schools, post-16 students, the impact it's had on my life, and how it's changed me, and how the media hasn't got the full story shown to you, and hopefully that should give them an insight, and then that should encourage them to find out more about Pakistan.
This expedition has given me the inspiration and motivation to want to change people's perceptions. Having the opportunity to do so many things and meet such a diverse range of people has made me see things in a different light, and I hope that I can continue to show this and turn other people's perceptions into positive ones. Thank you. Pakistan, Jai, Jai, Pakistan, Dil, Dil, Pakistan, Jai, Jai, Pakistan.
But yeah, man, thank you.